YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel, bringing another housing crisis video. This one coming from Toronto and the Greater Toronto Area. Toronto new home sales plunge as buyers balk at spiraling prices. So, why are prices spiraling, people? Well, no one could afford to buy. No one could secure financing. It's plain and simple. With limited to no capital outflows coming out of China, no one could afford to buy it. Now, with banks tightening their regiments, so let's see what they have to say here. Let me scroll it down here a bit. It's scrolling on the other side of the video. Here we go, guys. Let's kick this off and see what they have to say. Home buyers finally reached their limit into last year. How do I close this video? All right, let's play this thing. This thing is in my face here. Real economy for rent. No. Who cares about that? After years of frenzied price increases, sales of new homes in Canada's biggest city sunk to the lowest in almost 2 decades in 2018. And the supply of unsold condos piled up, according to a pair of new reports released on Friday. Greater caution should be taken when investing in new condo units, particularly over the short term, as trends point towards slower appreciation. Sean Hillebrand, president of condo research from Urbanation, said the report the market has started to normalize after unprecedented activities in recent years. Unprecedented activities? Here, I'll bring it up. Vancouver implements foreign buyers tax. Late 2016, early 2017, 2016-ish, everybody flees to Toronto, and majority flee to King County, Seattle, where Seattle is. Look it up. I made videos about it. Go on my channel. Search my channel, Seattle. Seattle went through the roof, just like Toronto. Seattle became one of the hottest growing markets in all of America for the longest time. Not anymore. Toronto, not anymore. Same thing happened, both cities. What a coincidence, hey? Toronto's housing market is dramatically cooling off after higher interest rates and new mortgage regulations bite. The city joins global metropolises such as London, Sydney, and slowing down international investors retreat from domestic buyers balk at higher prices. Balk at higher prices. So, here you go. I cover Sydney all the time. Same thing. Same phenomena happening. Middle class, working poor, can't afford to buy, so they go to other places in the country. So they intermigrate into other states and causing an influx of a different housing pattern. Just like myself, I left Vancouver and I moved to a small town. And people like me, which is many more of us, I just met 2 other people that were just here recently visiting me here in the shop, telling me the exact same thing. They left the coast because it was just not worth it. Sales of new homes fell 26,161 from 2017, according to the Building Industry and Land Development Association, which used data from Atlas Group. That's the lowest annual number since Toronto-based Atlas started tracking figures in 2000. Single-family homes showed the biggest decline, plunging 50% to 3,831 from 2017, a 74% below the 10-year average. Condos fell 38% to 21,330, but only 4% below the 10-year average. While the benchmark of a new single-family home slumped 6.7% to 1.143 million in December. On the year, condo prices surged 11% to $796,815, according to the Build's report. Why did condo prices? A lot of people ask me the same question. Why did condo prices increase so phenomenally over that session? Well, they increased phenomenally for one simple reason, because everybody wanted to jump on to a cheaper market. So people wanted to jump on last minute and wanted to get into the cheaper market before they were bought out of the market. So FOMO contributed to townhouse sales and condominium sales. Because of that, people wanted to jump on and to the cheaper, more inexpensive product that was left on the market. So people, a fear of missing out, got whatever was available because detached housing was out of reach, and that's what happened. But in conclusion to that, condo prices started going up to match detached pricing. Now you got this invertedness of craziness. Let's continue here. But figures from Urbanation show further weakness building in condos as well. So remember, guys, they're not building. They're not breaking ground. A lot of people are walking away from their deposits. A lot of builders are I don't know if they're filing for bankruptcies. 29% from 2018. So units, 21,991 units are expected to be completed this year, up 29% from 2018. Sorry. So there's a lot more units coming on the market, and there's going to be a lot more influx and more sale. Is it a buyer's market? I don't think so. While 98% of those units are pre-sold, more than half were bought by investors who will either rent their units or sell them, the firm said. The number of unsold units in the development jumped 47% in the fourth quarter from the year before to more than 2-year high, and the price gains for units under development grew only 0.4% between the third and fourth quarters, the smallest quarterly increase in almost 3 years. The slowdown in activity last year can partially be attributed to less demand from investors who typically represent the largest component on new condominium purchases. In Toronto, the region, according to Urban Nation's report, the market is out of balance. Yeah, you don't say, eh? Said David Wilkes, president of Chief Executive Officer of Build, the industry group, about 1,500 companies in the Toronto region. We joined the other industry groups in calling on federal government to revisit the stress test and allow longer amortization periods for first-time buyers. It's 30 years. What, you want a 50-year amortization now? Or interest only, maybe? That might appeal to people? It's permanent in slavery. I don't know. People need to wake up and understand that people in the early 80s would pay their houses off in 5 years bagging groceries in a grocery store. And people that drove Mercedes back in the day, in the early 80s, were super rich because back in the day you had to buy a car outright. A lot of times there was no financing available. So, yeah, illusionary status. And we look forward to working with our municipal partners and removing barriers to development such as excessive red tape and outdated bylaws. So they want to build more. A lot of that is fuming around Toronto. Supply and demand will fix this issue. But prices are already coming down. What's supply and demand? Oh, if we could build more affordable, but no, I believe in better paying jobs, not more affordable housing. Or honestly priced housing that's fair market value. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Toronto, man, is seeing huge down spiral, just like Sydney, just like Auckland. Auckland right now, New Zealand, is down 20% since they put no foreign buyers allowed to buy. It's the bill's been in law for 4 months now, and it's already gone down 20% of that massive impact. Look at the impact it's made in less than 4 months. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Don't forget to join me for Mike in the Night tonight, Saturday night. And, yeah, thanks for watching, guys.